Hey guys, Bill Winkleman here with the Erie County Catfish Club. Just wanted to give a quick shout out real quick to our two new official sponsors of the Erie County Catfish Club. The first and the only catfish club in Erie, Pennsylvania, authorized by the Fish and Boat Commission to restock the public waters. First of all, I'd like to give a big thank you to Alex up at Mid-Atlantic Stocking, LLC. They have a very wide selection of fish to choose from, and their prices, you can't beat them. Second of all, I'd like to thank MagicBait.com. Scotty over there, you guys have been great. I can't wait to do some features on your guys' products and really get to show everybody just what all you guys have to offer the fishing community, not just for the catfish angler, but for all anglers. The bait, wide selection of bait, and we're going to do some features about how that bait actually works, because I can sit here, he can sit here, he can sit here, we can all tell you how well a bait works. Who wants to take somebody's word for it? We'll show you how well that bait works. Look forward to a lot more videos coming here in the near future. We're going to be getting into a weekly show. And we got a lot of things planned in that for Erie County here this summer. We're looking at hosting a fishing derby. And hopefully we can get enough of a turnout for that. Get the kiddies involved. And after all, they're the future angler. You know, we get them hooked small, they'll be fishing for the rest of their lives. And our fishing club is not just a catfish club. We do fish for a wide variety of fish. We do prefer the catfish aspect. However, one of our biggest and most important things that we do here with the Erie County Catfish Club is we are a conservation club. And for those of you that may not know exactly what that means and what that entails, I'll summarize it. We look at a body of water and the fish population within that body of water, just like the Fish and Boat Commission do. And what we are doing is portions of our membership fees we use to purchase catfish from Mid-Atlantic Stocking LLC based up in New York, and we are restocking the public waters here in Erie County. And what does that mean for you guys? Better fishing. Who wants to go out fishing for 8 hours and not catch anything? Who wants to go out fishing for an hour and not catch anything? We're going to turn some of these barren wastelands, pardon my French, but these barren wastelands of bodies of water that used to be really big, phenomenal fishing locations, we're going to bring back what used to be glorious to those bodies of water. Take, for example, Lake LaBeouf. Lake LaBeouf is our first lake that we are going to be targeting for the restocking program and our conservation efforts. A lot of people get a little confused. Oh, you're a catfish club and you're authorized to restock waters, so that means you're only going to be stocking catfish. No. Let me clarify that. We are not just stocking catfish. We are stocking small and largemouth bass, bluegill, sunfish, flathead minnows, and catfish. These are the main particular species of fish that are required in any body of water, whether it's Joe Schmo from Idaho's little pond he's got in his backyard, or it's a big 70-acre lake like Lake LaBeouf. Lake LaBeouf is a naturally formed lake, and it's a 70-acre lake. And when it comes to the restocking, typically it goes by the surface acre. How many fish per surface acre there should be in that particular body of water. For example, catfish. Catfish populations in a 70-acre surface acre body of water like Lake LaBeouf should be national average 50 to 200 channel cats per surface acre. Now, with an average depth of Lake LaBeouf at about 16 feet average depth, you're looking at about probably 100 to 125 channel cats per surface acre of body of water. Well, hey, you start to do the math. At 50 channel cats per acre, that's 3,500 channel cats. At 200 per acre, that's 14,000 channel cats. 14,000 channel cats, you're looking at about almost $150,000. And people wonder why the Fish and Boat Commission cannot restock all these bodies of water to turn them into the great lush fishing locations that they used to be. This is why. And we're just talking to catfish people. We're not talking about the bass, the bluegill, and the flathead minnows. Now what we will do and be doing when we're coming to stock at Lake LaBeouf, we're not just going to come in there, drop 3,500 channel cats, and then at a different point in time, we'll drop some bass. We'll drop some bluegill. No. We're going to put a selection. When we do a big drop into the lake, we're going to do a big drop of each species of fish. Because in order for the lake to be self-sufficient and thrive, it needs to be able to have its complete cycle of food chain. You've got the plankton already there in LaBeouf. You got the flathead minnows, which the bass, the bluegill, and the channel cats are going to eat. The bass are going to eat the bluegill. The bluegill are going to eat the flathead minnows. The bass, in turn, are going to, thrive. The bluegills are going to thrive. They have a nice reproductive system. The bass have a pretty decent reproductive system as well. It's a little bit slower than the bluegills. Then you got the catfish. The catfish's growth rate is much slower than the other species of fish. However, the channel cats have more, they're not afraid to venture into more area. So they have a very wide territory of area. So for them to be able to get food and thrive is much easier than any other fish species that we are stocking. Their growth rate, again, it's on the slower side. But once you have all those in there, it completes the cycle. Now, of course, out there at LaBeouf, we've got the infamous bowfin. Everybody likes to fish for out there. And you got the famous muskie and the pike out of Lake LaBeouf. Who doesn't like to go muskie and pike fishing at Lake LaBeouf? Well, these other fish are now also going to become part of the food chain for the muskie and pike. So all of these things are a huge, huge, huge benefit to the community. And here's how. When people are able to go out to Lake LaBeouf and not really catch much of anything other than sit in the channel and catch a bowfin, because they know that's pretty much the only place they're going to catch some fish, and it's going to only be the bowfin. All right? They're not prone to constantly go out there and fish. They're not going to be prone to go out with friends, go out with family, take their kids out, teach them the great experiences they had growing up. Now, you turn around, you got that water restocked, you give them the tools to be able to have fun. Now they're more prone to go out fishing. What does that mean? More traveling. Doesn't matter if they live right there in LaBeouf. Fuel costs money no matter how you look at it. 90% of them ain't going to walk to Lake LaBeouf. So they drive. That's going to be more fuel being purchased in that community. They're going to be buying bait. They're going to be buying tackle, whether it's from Walmart, Target, online, or at your local bait store. Doesn't matter. They're going to be buying hooks. They're going to be buying fishing line. They're going to be buying rods. They're going to be buying reels. Okay? All those things, all benefiting the community. I've had a couple people come to me and say, well, yeah, but what it's going to do is turn some of these fishing locations into elbow-to-elbow spots. That's not necessarily true, because anybody who's been out to Lake LaBeouf knows there's only one tiny section that you could even remotely become elbow to elbow with anybody. And that's right there at the channel where you go to launch your boat. Because the rest of the lake, you ain't doing that. You're going to get out on Lake LaBeouf and you're going to fish, you're going out there on boat. Okay? You got great fishing experience there in Lake LaBeouf. Word starts spreading. Word starts spreading to other counties. Word starts spreading to other states. Next thing you know, people are going to be traveling now to Erie, Pennsylvania, just to go fishing at that particular lake. What's that mean for the economy? More fuel being purchased right here. Boats are coming in, fuel for the boats. Guess what? Those guys and girls coming in, they got to eat. They're going to be eating now. So the restaurants are going to be making money. The tackle shops are going to be making money. The bait shops. Every place is going to be making money. And it's all going to be benefiting and going right back into the community. And that's the way it should be. Erie's been turned into a tourist town. Hey, when you're dealt lemons, make lemonade. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to bring back the great fishing experiences that made Erie a great fishing city. And we're going to turn around and give that back to the community so the future anglers can have those very same experiences that they can pass on to their kids. Sorry about that, guys. I had to pause the video momentarily. I had a phone call. But with all that being said, you know, you got this person that'll say, well, you know, it's going to, you know, hinder the fishing experience. No. Anybody who thinks that restocking these public waters is going to hinder the fishing experience is not completely aware of what exactly that means to the community and to the anglers. Restocking these public waters is going to make for some very good fishing. We're not going to overstock any of these lakes. Like I said, the first lake that we're targeting is going to be Lake LeBoeuf. Our projection is 4 to 10 years it's going to take us to get it restocked, at least up to a decent amount within 4 years, and then within 10 years we should have it completely done. Hopefully by the time we hit the 4-year marker, we will start to begin restocking of Edinburgh Lake. Edinburgh Lake is a much bigger lake, almost about 3 times the size of Lake LeBoeuf. Now, for that one, we're definitely looking at probably a 7 to 10 year projection for that one to get it built up. But again, what's really nice is with us making the conservation effort, what that also is in turn going to do, it's going to free up money for the Fish and Boat Commission, which will allow them to use their resources to better fund other projects, such as, you know, maybe some bench seats in some locations, more fish being stocked in other locations. Because see, this is truly a joint effort. This isn't just one person's idea of making a really good crazy fishing spot and keeping it to himself. No, this is a matter of preserving a phenomenal fishing experience, not just for cat fishermen, but for all fishermen, no matter what you fish for, whether it's perch, it's muskie, pike, bowfin, trout, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, we're going to work with the Fish and Boat Commission, and I want to give a big shout out to them while I'm thinking about it and say thank you guys. I love working with you guys. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal. And the communication with you guys is truly, truly, truly the best it could possibly ever be or ever even anticipated. So I want to give a big shout out and say thanks again. It means a lot to me and to the members that for a new and up-and-coming fishing club, that we are the only authorized fishing club in Erie County, as well as the only cat fishing club in Erie County that is authorized to restock the public waters. And it's with members like you guys, viewers like you guys, who know what that conservation effort means, that makes these things possible. Without people who truly have a passion for fishing, doesn't matter if you're a weekend fisher, doesn't matter if you're a professional fisherman, an amateur fisherman, doesn't matter if you get out once a month to go fishing. Anybody who fishes has a passion. Some may have more passion. Hey, that person who mainly will get out on the weekend, they might have a huge passion, but things prevent them from being able to do it. And we understand that. That's why some of the projects that we have planned here with the Erie County Catfish Club is getting a lot of activities involved where we have a fishing derby for the kids, and it's kids only, of course. And hopefully down the road, what we're hoping to be able to do once we get a lot of the restocking in place and everything is we want to be able to host some tournaments. Who doesn't want to do a fishing tournament? And what we're going to do with those tournaments is going to be outrageous. You guys are going to love it. So you guys got to stay tuned. Be sure to check out magicbait.com. Take a wide look at their selection that they have to offer for baits and a lot of other accessories. Also, don't forget to take a look at Mid-Atlantic Stocking LLC. Their website and magicbait.com's website are going to be listed right here. Take a look. It'll be great. Look forward for another video, and keep fishing, guys.